Hey LinkedIn, I'm Pete Johnson of Love and Respect, and one of my kids told me something recently that really pissed me off. He was getting ready to be a PA on a shoot on a film, and I thought I'd give him some advice from my days doing PA work on TV stuff. And I said there's usually three types of PAs. One that's related to the producer or director, and he or she sits around doing nothing. One that does only what they're told and then sits around till someone tells them to do something else. And then the third one is the one that gets there early, stays late, and looks for things to do. They're always hustling. I said, you want to be that third one. That's how you're going to pay your dues. And my son, who's 22, said, what are you talking about paying dues? Like, if they want me to do more or come in early or do more work, just tell me. Pay me for it and I'll do it. And I go, no, it doesn't work that way. You got to get a mentor, you got to work your way up, and you got to find someone's going to believe in you and show you the ropes, and then you pay your dues, and then someday you move up the ladder, and then you do the same for people coming behind you. He goes, that makes no sense. That's Gen X talk. Gen Xers did that, and that you were always chasing that. Like mom talks about it all the time. You worked like crazy. You were home really late and you left really early. That's not what I want to do. That's not what we want to do nowadays. That's old school thinking. Pay us, tell us what you want us to do, and pay us a fair wage for that. That's all we're asking for. We don't need any of that other stuff. You don't have to pay your dues. Just pay us. Here's why it pissed me off. Because he's right. Gen Xers are the crazy ones for a lot of good reasons, but when I look back at my professional life, he's absolutely right. Where does it get you? It gets you burned out, it gets you tired, exhausted, sick, sometimes even worse. And I bring this all up because many of us are working in multi-generational workplaces right now. There could be as many as 4 or 5 different generations in a workplace, and you may look around you and see that. From boomers to Gen X to millennials to Gen Z to even Gen Alpha. And they all have different perspectives and different points of view. And this paying your dues idea that maybe Gen X and boomers adhere to or used to adhere to is something that the younger generations just don't understand. Maybe we can learn something from them. So I'm just telling you to keep an open mind about the different types of generations you're working with and people around you. Tell me about your multi-generational workplace stories, your conflicts of interest, your disagreements, your silly conversations with a boomer and between a boomer and a millennial. I'd love to hear it. Hit us up in the comments.